what is going on with auto insurance premiums. Disability and injury lawyer Nainesh Kotak from Kotak Law joins us with more, because governments keep saying we're going to lower premiums, we're going to lower premiums. What's happening?
Well, unfortunately, that's not what's happening, right? So we have a two-tier system in Ontario. So the first is sort of a no-fault claim, and that pays basic benefits, income replacement benefits, which have been fixed at a max of $400 a week since like 1998, and $3,500 worth of therapy for the majority of injuries. The fault portion, we call it tort, that's suing someone for negligence. There's a $46,000 deductible to pain and suffering that goes up every year. So our system is not very friendly in terms of compensation. Insurance profits, 2020, the auto insurance industry in Ontario made $3.68 billion in profit. Their profit ratio for premiums earned was 27%. In 2021, it was 23%. FSRA, the regulatory authority, mandates it should be 5%. We don't have the stats for 22, but I suspect it's also going to be extremely high. So, in fact, between 2021 and 2023, there's been a 12% hike in auto insurance premiums. So what's happening is premiums are continually going up and profits keep rising. What's been suggested, and this is again through the insurance industry lobby, is that, well, maybe we can sort of stabilize premiums if we make things optional. And they've done it for housekeeping, they've done it for caregiving, so you don't get the babysitting money anymore and that. But this one is very disturbing. This optional benefit, what they're suggesting here, and actually it's going to come into force in 2024.
In January.
In January.
Yeah.
Is that, well, you could say, I don't want to be compensated for my vehicle damage. Okay, even if I'm not at fault. Right now, if somebody hits your car, your insurance will pay for that damage. They'll get you the rental car. But if you opt out of that to get a little bit of reduction in premium, because it won't be very significant, think about the consequences. You might owe money to a leasing company. You've got to pay out of your pocket. You don't get a rental car. And, it could have significant consequences. So, it's a way to tempt people, I think. Well, you pay a little bit less in premium. Don't worry about it. But the ramifications of not having direct property damage coverage are extremely significant to the average policyholder.
And then what happens if, not only your vehicle gets damaged, but
right.
you get hurt?
Right. So again, that you're going to have some difficulties there, not just because of this optional coverage, but simply because the way our insurance system is. To get money for pain and suffering, as I said, a massive deductible. First, you've got to prove your injuries are serious and permanent to get any pain and suffering money.
And is that why there's been such an influx of lawyers like yourself, personal injury lawyers?
Well, I don't know about that. It's not a great market for anybody out there, whether it be for the consumer or for compensation, quite frankly, simply because the system is so one-sided in favor of insurance companies in terms of high premiums, less payouts, and massive, spending of money by insurance companies on assessments to disprove claims. They spend more money on assessments than they do in actually paying out claims. And this is an unfortunate part of the system we have today in Ontario.
Nainesh, thanks very much. Always an education when you come in.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. The details at chch.com/morninglive.